on the 24th of September 2022. I'm Chris and I'm here with Eusebio and Craig. Hey guys.
Hi Chris, hi Craig. Hello everyone, nice to see you in this scrolling party. Today I have heard a nice quote by, I don't remember whom, the difference between who you are now and who you want to be in the future is just your actions. And so let's try to have good actions in this scrolling party.
That's a pretty good one, Eusebio. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that said that. Well, you can't prove it wasn't me. Hey, everybody. Nice to have you at the party. We always look forward to these bonus sessions, and we're trying to get to Eusebio's trade examples as quickly as possible. So, Chris, you'll be glad to know I'll be very, very brief with the little joke today. Little small piece of advice. If you're going to borrow money during these troubled economic times, always borrow from a pessimist. After all, he doesn't really expect to get paid back.
Okay, thank you. And
That's a good advice.
Ever since we started this, it's been troubled economic times. So, yeah, it doesn't change. It's just different flavors. Okay, so
I don't find it's difficult to borrow money because every month I receive a phone call from my bank proposing me to borrow some money because they have money available. But I always tell them, I don't need your money. Why do you call me? And next month they will call me again.
Well, that's good. Okay, so what we're going to rip through today is the NewsWatch. George is missing in action. I haven't received any questions from him this week, but Nathan has asked a couple. We'll see if we can get through them, but they could be long ones. So once Eusebio's managed to see them, they've only just come through. We'll see if we've got time to actually answer them. Sorry, Nathan. I did want to. I'll just point out a couple of tweaks. One with the slow bias and show off what an entry ratchet is. I spoke about it last week, and Andrew said, yeah, I know about exit ratchets, but what's an entry ratchet? So it's kind of the same thing, except upside down. And just to let you new primers know that there's still more stuff coming down the pipeline at you. We've got things that we don't put in the course, like anticipated divergence, price boxes, rejection levels. What else do we have, Eusebio? That's not.
Price boxes, anticipated. I see the anticipated divergence. We have seen that in the Max Primer course.
Have we?
Price boxes, regional levels. I think they are the main points.
Okay, so yeah, there's still more stuff to come, and you might see a little bit coming through today, maybe not. And the questions, okay. There is no questions. I thought there might have been more coming in. But anyway, once Eusebio gets going, once we've been through the NewsWatch and the questions, then we'll do Eusebio's general outlook, and then we'll hit, well, Eusebio will hit his example trades. So to help the primer people put all the bits and pieces together that they've seen so far. And it also applies to the new standard people that are watching this as well. So let's get on with the NewsWatch. So let me call this up. One of those and one of these. Okay, Eusebio.
Yeah. So we did the right week. Yeah, 25. Okay. So on Sunday, we have just to monitor the Italian parliamentary election we will have tomorrow, but I don't think this will change a lot of things. A lot of talks, a lot of discussions, but no consequences for me. Monday, monitor the Euro-German Bundesbank president. No, sorry. It is simply a talk. We can ignore all the talk. There are a lot of talk this week, except one, which is also on Monday by Lagarde. She is testifying. But we have to monitor the Euro-German E4 business climate.
Yep.
So monitor Christine. Then
first name business again with her.
and that's it for Monday.
Okay, we got to watch Eusebio today as well. He's on drugs, so it could go a bit interesting.
Yeah, a painkiller. Yeah. So on Tuesday, can you scroll down a little bit?
Yep, getting there.
Thanks. So on Tuesday, we will have the Euro M3 money supply year-over-year all-time frames. Then we have the US dollar core durable goods orders and durable goods order under H4.
Yep.
Then we will have the US dollar CB consumer confidence all-time frames. Still monitor the new home sales. No, not the new home sales. What is important in USA with the new home is the new home starts. So we can ignore the new home sales.
Right.
Then monitor the yen monetary policy meeting minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We can possibly monitor the NZD, ANZ business confidence. And that's it for Tuesday.
Okay.
On Wednesday, we will have to monitor the Euro-German GfK consumer climate.
Yep.
Monitor the Credit Suisse economic expectations.
Yep.
Monitor the Swiss SNB quarterly bulletin.
Yep.
Monitor the US dollar crude oil inventories. So not a lot of news. There was an important news, I think, on Friday or Thursday. So that's it for Wednesday. For Thursday, we have the pound nationwide HPI month-over-month under H4. We have, I will monitor the Euro-German preliminary CPI month-over-month. Germany is always an important country for the European Union.
Mm-hmm.
Monitor the Euro-Italian 10-year bond auction. Of course, we don't know the time schedule yet because probably due to the problem with the government, probably. So then we will have the CAD GDP month-over-month all-time frames.
This time. Yep.
We will have the final GDP we can ignore for the US dollar, but I will still monitor the unemployment claims. Then monitor the natural gas storage, US dollar natural gas storage. And then I will monitor the Chinese manufacturing PMI, non-manufacturing PMI, and the Caixin manufacturing PMI.
Okay.
And for Friday, if you can scroll down the calendar.
But you know everything.
So Friday,
okay,
not too much. We have the pound current account all-time frames. We can ignore the final GDP quarter-over-quarter for the pound. It is the final, so the forecast is always accurate. Monitor the Swiss COF economic barometer.
Yep.
Then what else? I will monitor the Euro CPI flash estimate year-over-year and core CPI flash estimate year-over-year. And then we have a big one, the US dollar core PCE price index month-over-month, so all-time frame. This is another very important way to measure the inflation in USA.
Okay.
Now that it is a bank holiday in Canada, and we have the US dollar Chicago PMI under H4. And I think that's it.
Okay.
If you can scroll down a little bit the calendar, just see the last lines of the Friday.
Yep.
Okay, no, there was nothing else.
Okay. And Aussies, remember you got daylight savings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but
okay.
but this is important for the Australian traders, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, just reminding them. So
yeah.
Okay, and let me see, what else have we got? Okay, the incantation. The reason that we go through this is so that you've got an idea on which times through the days to avoid trading and any major news announcements that you can hang out for. In this case, anything that's not monitor, then don't place an order 1 hour prior and get out of it within half an hour of the news coming out. It doesn't apply to every news item though. News items that come from these ones, the big boys, Euro, US and Yen, can impact any pair that you're trading. But news coming up on the smaller currencies, you can be more circumspect and perhaps watch them, but don't necessarily sort of close everything down straight away. It's a bit messy. So if you're trading, if there's news coming up on the Kiwi and you're in the euro dollar, then you could possibly just keep trading through the euro dollar. But keep an eye on what the Kiwi is doing in case there's a surprise comes out. By the time you figure it out, it's probably too late, but you just got to watch that sort of stuff. The pound is regarded these days as a big boy, so news coming up on the pound could impact whatever pair that you're trading, so treat it that way. What else? Okay, so the top pairs are these ones this week. The ranges are getting a little bit bigger, not huge, but saw some really nice movements last week, if you like crashing. And what else? Oh, okay, and picked down to the euro pound, Eusebio.
You can add also, there will be a little more this week, the Kiwi US dollar and the US dollar CAD. Yeah.
Okay. So what we do is, these are the top pairs to trade, to monitor, because they've been the best movers for the past 4 weeks. And just before we start the bonus session with Eusebio, I'll show the maxes, because this goes out to the public sometimes. I'll show the maxes how we actually figure out how to get the top 10 pairs, so that you won't be left on your own when the max disappears. So these are the main ones to go for. If you're finding these too rough to trade, some of the pairs have been really screaming, and if you miss them, or if you can't hang on to them because of the volatility, it's hard work. These ones will be sort of less stressful to trade. Not as much money, but possibly easy to hang in there with. And okay, so we come back over here, and what we do now is Eusebio will take the top 10 pair and match it up with the news items and come up with a list of pairs to be traded for that particular day. So let's do that now. I'll pull that up here, take this off here, pull this back here. Lots to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do is find any news item that's not monitor or a holiday, and Eusebio will match it up with the top 10 pair list down here. So here we go. For Sunday, and it's between 5 p.m. the previous day and 5 p.m. that day in question. So there's nothing on Sunday, and on Monday we've got nothing as well, Eusebio.
Okay, so first choice, pound US dollar, pound yen.
Okay.
Then pound Swiss, euro yen.
One of those. Yep.
And then Swiss yen, US dollar yen, euro US dollar. Swiss yen, US dollar yen, and euro US dollar.
Okay. Okay, so leftovers for Monday, there's nothing. And on Tuesday, we've got the euro.
The euro, okay.
The US dollar.
US dollar, US dollar, US dollar, US dollar, US dollar, okay.
That's it.
Okay, so we will have euro, US dollar, pound, US dollar,
Oops.
euro, US dollar, pound, US dollar.
Yep.
Then euro, yen, US dollar, yen. Euro, yen, US dollar, yen.
Okay.
And then, that's not usual, euro, Swiss, US dollar, Swiss. Euro, Swiss, US dollar, Swiss. It's not unusual to see so many pairs with the yen, the US dollar, and the Swiss, because the market is entering into probably until the end of this month in a phase risk-off. So, okay.
Okay. And leftovers from Tuesday, we've got nothing. And on Wednesday, we've got nothing as well.
So it will be like Monday.
Okay. Leftovers from Wednesday, we've got
Nothing.
and the pound.
So the pound. Okay.
The CAD.
The CAD, we have no CAD pair this week.
Okay. The US.
The US dollar, so US dollar, US dollar, US dollar, US dollar. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So pound, US dollar, pound, yen.
Okay.
Then pound Swiss, US dollar, yen. Pound Swiss, US dollar, yen.
Yep.
And then euro, US dollar, Swiss, pound, kiwi. So euro, US dollar, Swiss, pound, kiwi.
Okay. Let's just type the whole thing out. Yeah, there's got a US Swiss.
US dollar, Swiss, US dollar, Swiss. Then the euro, US dollar.
Yep.
And then the pound, kiwi.
Okay. Come on, click. Done. Okay. And leftovers from Thursday, there is nothing after 5 p.m. Let's just check. Nope. And on Friday, we've got the pound.
So the pound, pound. Okay.
US dollar.
US dollar, US dollar, US dollar, US dollar, US dollar. Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. So the choice will be pound, US dollar, pound, yen.
Okay.
Then pound Swiss, US dollar, yen. In fact, it's the same choice as Thursday.
Okay.
But after that, we will have euro, US dollar, Swiss, and pound, kiwi.
Yep, got them.
Yeah, same choice.
Cool. Okay, so while the we're doing the bonus session, I'll put all this information up onto the NewsWatch list, and where it goes is here. Let me show you just quickly. Grab it. So our NewsWatch list is here. There's the link if you're going to click on it, and there's a text version of it if you need to write it out. With an extra W. Okay, so on the longer term issues, there are no changes on that side of things. So we've got at the top of it, global events that you need to be aware of all the time, like for instance, USSR, Ukraine, China, Taiwan, all that sort of stuff. Keep an eye on it because these things change all the time. Italy is going through elections, well, tomorrow, hey Edmund, and all this various sort of stuff. Is the Wirecard still important, Eusebio, that we put that
Yeah,
a couple of years ago?
the banking system in Europe is still in a critical situation, so we still have to monitor.
Okay. Yeah, so these can go on for ages.
Yeah.
Like this constitutional court thing was up in 21.
Yeah, but this takes very, very a long time before to have some answer.
Yep. So it's just to give you an idea on important things that are kicking off around the world, which can take some time and then suddenly blow up in your face. I'll be putting up the NewsWatch list. You'll see it like so. The top 10 pairs are down here, and then each of the daily pairs are here as well. So what we've just been through, what you do is you monitor the first, okay, let's do it this way. The first top ones for each day, and then if those aren't working out for you, you can drop down to the third line. These are the second choice. And then if none of those are working for you, here are the less stressful pairs. Move more smoothly but don't make as much money as these ones up here. So that's the whole idea of it. And if you're a bit confused about it all, there's a bit of an information piece down here. So, and what we do for Max's students, or what Eusebio does, is he, while we've given you the pairs to monitor for the week and on a daily basis, and I should just say that the weekly ones are good for long-term time frame trading. These ones are really good for short-term, like 5-minute, 15-minute trading. These ones more sort of H4 daily type stuff. Now I've lost where I was. While we monitor these, we say, okay, the best pairs to watch for are the pound and the euro yen kind of thing, but we don't tell you which direction. And so with Eusebio for Max students, he gives us global outlook, and that gives you an idea on which direction and which pairs to, or which currencies to match up with the pairs with the other currencies, so that you get a good idea on which overall bias you should be looking at for the coming days and weeks. And then Eusebio has an even more detailed one called his pair bias advantage, which gives an idea on an hourly basis through the day, about 3 days a week, 3 or 4 days, of which direction that pair is moving in at that particular time. Okay. And the benefit of those is these are good for, a lot of people say, which pairs should I be trading? So these are the ones we recommend. Which direction to trade? So the global weekly outlook that all Maxes will get access to, I email that out, gives a general direction on which way to trade. Eusebio's ones, his hourly updates, can really increase your win rate from, say, something like 65 to 70%, say, for a 5-minute time frame win rate, up to about 90% win rate on those ones. So you get a much better shot at the market. Okay, if there's any questions, let me know. And I think that's it for the